Hi everyone, welcome to alinfo.com. So here today we are going to discuss about SAP Audit Management, and we'll be learning what are the different topics we are going to cover in SAP Audit Management, and during this training, what are the important functions, features available in SAP Audit Management, and then how we can configure SAP Audit Management in the system. So let's have a briefing. What about SAP Audit Management? What are the activity we have to do? So SAP Audit Management completed, on the duration for this course is 4-week course, and in this SAP Audit Management we have divided this into 10 sections, 10 units, and each of the unit will be having a specific topics in it. For example, in SAP Audit Management Introduction, we'll be talking about what is the SAP Audit Management and what exactly we are going to do with the audit management. So this SAP Audit Management will help us, whenever any organization is there, they are going to do some audit in a specific bound period, and whenever we do the audit, so SAP Audit Management help client to perform the audit in a specified manner, and it help you to store all your audit result and your audit planning, and it will be helping client to perform the audit easily, and all the activity, all the reports and all the historical information can be stored into the system, and on the basis of your audit result you can perform the follow-up action, and then if any findings are there which will be pointed out by the auditors, so those issues that we have to address, and with the help of audit management it will help us to close the open point in which is found in the audit. Okay, so that is the base for this audit management, and let's see what exactly we have in the topics and why we have to learn this topic. So in SAP Audit Management especially, first of all, we'll be learning about what is the introduction about audit management, what is the transaction or Fiori application is related to the SAP Audit Management we have, what is the SAP Audit Management roles we have. Okay, so this basic introduction, the architecture, the important Fiori application that we'll be learning in the introduction introduction slide. Okay, and then we'll be learning what is the important SAP Audit Management master data. So to perform any audit, before that we have to do some master data configuration for related to the audit management. So these master data divided into 4 main parts, so which is organization unit. So organization unit, we have to create a organization unit, and then we can modify or delete any organization unit, that is possible. And then we'll be learning the risk register. So here in a organization will be categorized or define the organization unit, and within an organization unit you can have the different type of risk. So this risk register either we can create manually, or either we can take it or download from the system, or either we can import from the risk or risk management module as well. Okay, similarly you have the controls also. So whenever any risk is there, you will be always having the controls, and these control also you can bring either from the GRC system, or you can import from the Excel. Okay, that's possible to create a master data for audit management. And also you have something called dimension. So the meaning here for the dimension, it can be categorized on the basis of the location, it can be divided on the basis of the process. So that is a category which you want to define in terms of audit management. So for example, if you are performing any audit for a specific organization unit, so you can say that this can be performed audit on a specific organization unit, and within an organization unit in a particular business process, for example finance. Okay, so finance can be a dimension. So that is the idea about the dimension, right? Okay, so these are the master data. So first of all, we have to create this master data into the system, in the audit management system, and once we have these dimension or this master data will be created into the system, then we have to do the planning. So audit will be categorized into the specified phases. So the first phase is audit planning. So here what we are going to do, here we are going to define the audit universe. So here audit universe in the meaning, the audit universe is a specific folder you can call, or a type of area where you are able to define your auditable item. So auditable item is the meaning like what are the business process, and within a business process which item you want to use as a auditable item. For example, in terms of a risk you can say, or in terms of like a specific business process is there, for example like a payment process, and then this could be a one of the example for your auditable item. So you want to see whether the payment process has been followed properly by the organization or no. Okay, so that could be one auditable item. So we define the auditable item, and once we define the number of auditable item in the audit universe, then this auditable item can be used while defining the audit planning. Okay, so like you can plan to do the finance audit, and then all the business process or the auditable item related to the finance you can club together in the financial audit. Okay, that is the idea. So now coming to this audit plan, so you can create an audit plan, you can maintain the audit plan, like which date and which time you are going to do the audit, what could be the auditable item during this audit, and then you can release the audit plan. So once you release the audit plan, then only like you can create an audit. So it is just a planning thing, and in case suppose you are ready with the audit draft, so then you can release the audit. Then in case if you feel like something you missed it and then you want to again make the changes in your audit plan, then only changes you can do once you reopen the audit plan. So once it is released, you can't change anything inside this, but in case if you want to do, then you again have to reopen the audit plan, and after making changes again you have to release the audit plan, right? So this is like a planning. First we have to do the planning, after that we have to create an audit. So then we have the Fury application related to the create audit, and by using this we can create an audit. So by creating audit, you can edit audit, you can delete the audit, and once your audit is ready, then you can initiate the audit. So the initiation of audit means you can add here all the auditable item, you can add like your audit planning also, and then you have to display your audit also. It means you have to broadcast your audit, like during this state people will be aware that audit can be there, and they will be available. The respective people, like the stakeholder or the people who is required during the audit, they are available during this state, right? Then we have some other items that will be using during the audit. For example, my ongoing audit, by which you can see which audit is going on. You can track the ongoing audit. In case if you feel the audit you don't want to continue, then you can cancel the audit also. So that is specific cases. In case suppose if you want to stop the audit, so you can stop the audit. So this audit can only be stopped in the case if the audit result is not ready. Once the audit result is ready, you can't cancel the audit. So before that, you have the option to cancel the audit. Even you can have the ability to find the historical audit as well. Okay, so this is like a creating an audit. So once you create an audit, then you can decide the audit resources also. So like who will be doing the like audit, and what is the profile, what is the personal information for the auditors will be there. So before making the resources, you can delete the personal information for the people. You can set the date, day rate. You can record the timing also for the audit people or the auditors, and then you can prepare the audit. So prepare the audit. You can make the announcement for the audit. Prepare the work program, like every day what are the activity you are going to do, like a steps, for example, as a kind of a script, and then you start the audit execution. So in audit execution, like you can reopen the work program, document your audit work, perform your audit procedure, calculate the question score, audit finding you can add, and then action plan you can do. So this is like an audit execution thing, right? And after that, once your audit is there, findings are there, then you do some follow-up also. You can track the open findings, you can find the historical finding and reopen the finding, track open action plan, right? And then historical action plan and reopen action plan. So you can find the historical action also, and later if you need, you can reopen the action plan as well. After that, the next unit is like a reporting. So we can prepare the audit report, we can review the audit report, and once we feel everything is good, then it can be sent to the management and they can approve the audit report. And once the audit report is ready, your audit will be closed. Okay, so that is the basic process until the end, like how audit management works here. And then later we will be managing the working paper, like we can create, edit or delete the working paper, we can even review the working paper, or we can manage the working paper versions as well. So this is the basic like a understanding what are the flows are there, what are the topics we are going to cover in SAP Audit Management. Hope it will help you to understand how audit management works and what are the configuration we are going to do in the system. Okay, so coming to the audit management like a PPT, the basic introduction, let's have it. And we'll be parallelly logging into the system and showing you how the audit management works into the system. So let's see that also. So the purpose of this audit management is like with the help of SAP Audit Management, it will provide the end-to-end solution for the audit management. And in this, like we have these phases. We can build the audit plan, prepare the audit, analyze the relevant information, document the result, audit result, and we can communicate the result, and we are monitoring the issues which is found in the audit result. So these are the phases which we have in the audit management. And like the solution wise, the solution overview, you can see in like in GRC we have the different modules. For example, SAP process control, access control, risk management, and then you have the like a fraud management, and also you have the global trade services, SAP Nota, financial, right? And similarly we have something called a audit management also. So this audit management is a software that you can install on GRC or any other system as well. You can do it. So that's up to you how you where you want to install this. But if you are installing in GRC, it is easy for you to bring some information from the controller from the risk management side. Like if you see in the master data, we'll be using this information related to the controller, is information related to the risk as well, right? So if it is required, you can bring in from here as well. Okay, so here like coming to the next slide, here is the features about the audit management in the new version, like full mobile enabled and easy access for multiple device and platform. Because this current like SAP Audit Management 1.4 version, which is supporting Fiori, and as you know, like Fiori will be mobile enabled and you can access the audit management module using mobile devices as well. Okay, and it will be full coverage of audit roadmap, including planning, preparation, execution, report, and follow-up. Flexible audit universe that serves the single source of audit and monitor audit request globally. So if you keep here all the audit universe, or if you are preparing the audit universe, so from here you can take all the auditable item and perform the audit, and also you can monitor as well. So integration of third-party systems such as SAP Business Integrity Screening and SAP Risk Management. So this audit management you can link with fraud management and risk management module as well. Powerful working paper management that allow you to create audit document via drag and drop, single click access to the document and management view. So with this, like, we can define the working papers, you can use the audit document, and you can drag and drop to one place to another place. Global monitoring of findings and follow up to the process of action. So during audit, if the auditors find some of the issues, so the issues will be defined in the system, and then we as a consultant or maybe the business will look into these findings, and they will plan and do the action to closure of that issues. Okay, so we can find from here. Powerful search option that help you to find the specific information easily. So you can find the specific options like while creating audit or while finding some information during the audit. So you can search the specific information. Clear intuitive story for user interface to improve user experience and boost efficiency. So that is also like interface is good because of the Fury, so you can use easily without learning as such more of the transaction, right? So this is the life cycle for the audit management. So this is divided into the 5 phases, like a planning, where we are planning the audit, when it will be there, how many auditable item will be there, it is belong to which business process. Okay, all this can be decided into the planning state. Then the preparation state will be starting like from this state to this state, and these many auditable item is ready that we have to do the audit. And these are the people are there, like audit manager is there, chief audit executive, who is the person who is going to do the audit, which other person you need, for example IT people you need during the audit, and maybe you need business people as well during the audit to provide the supporting information to compare or to find out the like a specific process whether it's followed or not. And then once your preparation is ready and it is approved, then you have to go for execution. So then execution will be happening, and then all the working script or steps which is mentioned during the preparation, those will be performed by the auditor. So maybe if suppose they want to check some configuration, so they have to go to the system, or maybe they will ask someone from the functional side or the business side to show us the configuration, how it can be done. If they want to compare some business document, they can compare the business document. So like that they will execute the audit. So once their audit is completed, they will prepare the audit report, they will review it before publishing it to the management, and once everything is done, then the audit report will be released. So once audit report is released, so there will be some findings are there, and those findings or issues will be mentioned in the audit management steps, and then the people or the management has to close the findings. So they can follow up and they will close the findings in a specified time. Okay, so that is the specific phases in the audit management what we have. So that's the phases like or the process like what you are following here. So in the planning we are like a specific planning we are doing. Okay, once it is approved then like by the board of director, so then only the planning will be approved. After that the preparation will be happening. So setting objectives, setting the scoping of the audit management, who are the resources involved in this, the timing, the schedule, the base rate, the effort estimation, all will be done in the preparation phase. Then the execution phase is happening. So like identifying and analyze the relevant information and checking the document and the result, some table entry. So then the execution of the audit will be happening here, and then reporting will be here. All the findings on the audit result will be shared to all the stakeholders. So once the audit report is ready, then we have to do some follow-up also for accepting actions and accepting some risk. So that is the audit management phases will be there, or the process will be there. So those will be learning during this audit management module. And like if we go to this specific data model, so like this is your master data, like control, you have the control, you have the risk, you have the dimension and organization, and using these objects will be defining the audit. So like if you are creating audit plan, so this audit will be defined on the audit table item. So you will define which process you want to bring into the audit. So this audit table item will be there, and what is the associated risk is with this audit table item. Suppose you are taking the payment process into the consideration for audit table item. So what are the different type of risk involved for the payment process that will be bring from this place, okay, the risk place. Similarly, and then you plan the audit. So this audit plan will be there. After that, before going to this audit plan, like first you have to define the audit table item. So this audit table item consists of like a risk, dimension, and an organization and the business process. Once this is ready, then you go for this audit execution, and then you will find the audit findings here. So that is the plan here. So going to the system, so let's see in the system. So we log into the system. So to get the system like to work, so the people has to install like ACS software. Then once they once they install the ACS software, then only we are able to get this audit management tab here, or in SPRO those options we are getting. Okay, so if you go to like SPRO, so we can configure this audit management using the backend and front end both places. So in the backend side we will be using like SAP Audit Management, from where we can able to configure all this master data and these settings we are going to do in this audit management. Okay, so those things we can define here using this place, like what is the number range for your organization, unit, dimension, type, risk register, okay, then controls for example. So those we can define here in the backend side. Also we have to do some of the configuration using the front end as well. So we'll be using like a Fiori for that. So if you go to Fiori Launchpad, you can find some options there. So these options will be used for you to define this. So there, suppose you create a number range here, so you have the audit master data. So from here you can define the organization, for example. Okay. So if you click here, so this will open one screen. So once it is there, you can add here the organization as well, or in case if it is required, you have the option to download the template and upload also. So here you can add, for example, the root organization if you want to create any root organization. For example, okay, so like that you can define the organization group also. So that will be defined in SPRO, and then once you create, one organization will be created, and then once it is created you can see this message as well. So like that you can create an organization. Similarly, you can create a dimension risk register and control. So these are the specific master data that we have to create. Okay, so once it is created, then we have to do the planning, and then like we can create here the specific audit universe also. So these icons will be available, or Fury tiles will be available for you to create all this planning. So here if you say, we have created like a 2 auditable item here. One is for creating the salary information and giving access for the payroll. So this is like a kind of risk right now, but if you want to create it like a payment process or payroll process, so this will be one auditable item for you. So like that we can have the different auditable item, and these auditable item will be used during the audit. So that is the idea here, how we can use it, and these specific groups will be available from the role, and these roles we can use to provide the access for the specific stakeholder for the audit management, and some of the specific people have the specific access based on their responsibility in the audit management module, right? So that's the idea here for this audit management, and this is like an introduction how we are going to do this. So like a planning, preparation, execution, reporting, and follow-up, and who are the people who is involved during this phases. Like we have the chief audit executive, we have the audit management manager, for example, we have the like audit lead also in this involvement, we have the auditors also. Okay, during the execution we will be needing like auditors, for example, audit leads as well, and the reporting also like audit lead, audit management, chief, and audit executive is also involved, and in follow-up also like action responsible by whom. So like if something we have to change in the system or something we have to change in the process, who will be responsible, that will be people involved, and here like auditors and audit lead is involved to track the findings. So that is the basic understanding from my side for audit management. Hope you enjoy. That's all. Thank you. Bye.